every year, people raise huge numbers of turkeys with systems that run almost on their own. Machines handle feed and water on schedule. Sensors watch the air, the light, and the temperature. Big farms move birds and eggs with belts and crates like a factory line. The result is massive output that supplies holiday tables and daily meals across the world. So how did farmers build a setup that runs this fast and this clean? In the next few minutes, I will take you inside the journey of a turkey, step by step, from parent flock to hatchery to growing barns to processing lines. You will see how timing, biosecurity, and careful nutrition work together. You will also see how automation makes the job safer and more efficient. Stick with me, because once you learn how every stage links to the next, you will view your dinner plate in a new way. Now we start with the parent birds. These are adult males and females that live in special barns. Workers keep these barns very clean. They control dust, bring in fresh air, and use strong hygiene rules to block disease. The goal is simple: keep the parent birds healthy so they produce strong eggs. In many farms, teams use artificial insemination to plan breeding with precision. This method allows staff to match the right lines, improve fertility, and keep schedules steady week by week. Trained teams move quickly and gently, because stress can lower results. With steady routines, the barns produce a stable supply of fertilized eggs that move to the hatchery on a tight schedule. Eggs reach the hatchery in clean plastic trays. Before any egg enters the warm rooms, staff disinfect surfaces and equipment. Each tray holds a set number of eggs so heat and airflow stay even. The hatchery uses incubators that keep temperature and humidity within a narrow range. A computer logs every reading. Fans move air so warmth does not pool in the corners. Inside each machine, a turning system tilts the eggs on a timer. This action copies what a mother bird would do in a nest. It keeps the embryo from sticking to the shell and helps the chick develop evenly. Workers candle sample eggs with a bright light to check growth. Clear records tell them if they must adjust a machine, repair a motor, or switch a tray to another unit. As hatch day nears, eggs move to a separate machine called a hatcher. This room runs a bit cooler and more humid to help chicks break the shell. When the first beaks pip through, staff keep the room calm and steady. After hatch, the chicks dry, fluff up, and then travel to the next area. Each chick receives a quick health check. Workers remove any eggshell and clean the trays. Teams count the chicks, box them in ventilated containers, and load them onto climate-controlled trucks. Time matters here. The sooner the chicks reach the grow barn, the better they start. The grow barn is always prepared before the first truck arrives. Workers scrub the floors, spread down a fresh layer of litter, and check that every corner is clean. Overhead, brooders hum softly, warming the air to the exact set point needed for young chicks. Water lines are flushed, and shiny pans are set at the right height so the smallest birds can reach them with ease. When the truck doors open, the work becomes more delicate. Each chick is gently placed near heat, water, and feed. This careful placement matters. If they find warmth and nourishment within the first few minutes, they adapt faster and grow stronger. For those first fragile days, the recipe for success is simple but strict. Steady warmth, bright light, and constant access to clean water. The feed they receive is no ordinary grain. It begins as a fine crumble, formulated with protein, vitamins, and minerals that accelerate early growth. As days pass and bodies strengthen, the feed gradually changes texture. Crumbles become larger pellets, matching the bird's size and digestive ability. Water lines are also adjusted upward as they grow, always keeping the drinking angle natural. Behind the scenes, automation takes over. Systems keep fresh feed flowing and water circulating. Sensors regulate the climate, adjusting heaters and fans to hold the barn inside a narrow comfort zone. no matter what the weather does outside. Yet, comfort is only one piece of the puzzle. Biosecurity is constant. Every visitor passes through a disinfected footbath, pulls on barn-only boots and coveralls, and locks the doors behind them. Trucks follow strict clean routes, never crossing into dirty zones. Tools stay inside their assigned barn, never shared. Even pests are managed year-round with rodent and insect control. These steps may feel repetitive, but they are a shield. A single mistake could let one illness spread through thousands of birds in days. Ventilation acts as another silent guardian. Modern barns breathe, pulling in fresh air, carrying away heat, and removing moisture. The balance is delicate. Too much airflow chills chicks. Too little builds humidity and ammonia. Proper ventilation keeps litter dry, lungs clear, and birds calm. Nutrition also evolves with time. Starter feed builds the frame, grower feed adds muscle, and finisher feed prepares for market weight. Each formula, corn, soybean meal, minerals, enzymes, is measured with precision to achieve high feed conversion, turning feed into healthy live weight. Water is tested and sanitized, since clean water boosts feed intake and strengthens immunity. Lighting and space matter too. Bright light early helps chicks find feed and water. Later, dimmer light keeps them calm and focused on growth. Stocking density is carefully calculated. The right spacing keeps litter drier, air cleaner, and growth steadier. Every day, staff walk the barns. They listen for coughs or silence, watch for weak birds, and act fast. Vaccines, hygiene, nutrition, and routine together safeguard the flock. Consistency is the golden rule. Steady feed times, light shifts, and temperatures. Birds thrive on routine, and farmers deliver it. Thanks for watching this full breakdown. If you learned something new, tap like so the video reaches more viewers. Comment with the next farm or food process you want me to explain in simple words. Share this with someone who loves behind-the-scenes content. For more deep dives on modern food, agriculture, and processing tech, subscribe now and turn on all notifications. New videos arrive every week. See you soon. Have you ever heard of a chicken worth more than a brand new iPhone? Some rare breeds sell for thousands of dollars per bird, and their eggs end up on the tables of the world's most exclusive restaurants. From jet black, diamond chickens, believed to have mystical powers, to tiny hens laying eggs so small they're treated as gourmet delicacies. Chickens aren't just farm animals anymore. They're luxury assets. Today, I'll show you how farmers turn ordinary coops into money-making machines, the breeds breaking world records, and the hidden business behind the world's most valuable chickens. Stick around, because what you're about to see will change the way you think about chickens forever. Let's kick things off with the legendary Leghorn, a chicken that transformed farming forever. Originating in Italy, these birds are slim, snow-white, and absolute champions of egg production. A single hen can lay over 300 eggs a year, which means even a small farm with just 500 Leghorns can generate close to $40,000 annually in egg sales. Farmers keep them on a diet of grains, protein-rich soybean meal, and calcium supplements to make their eggshells tougher. The only challenge? They don't handle cold weather well, so farmers build draft-free, warm shelters for them. Their eggs are vital for bread, pasta, and desserts across the globe. Proof that this bird is literally powering kitchens everywhere. Next is the Highline Brown, known as the people's chicken. Why? Because it's friendly, reliable, and lays 6 to 7 brown eggs a week without fail. Restaurants love their deep orange yolks, which make baked goods and breakfasts look richer and taste better. These hens are tough, disease-resistant, and adapt well whether they're raised in large barns or roaming free outdoors. A modest flock of highlines can supply an entire community with eggs, creating a steady, dependable source of income for farmers. Then we travel to Australia, home of the Australorp. This breed shattered records when one hen laid 364 eggs in just 365 days. Imagine collecting an egg nearly every single day of the year. Australorps love free-range living, enjoying diets of grains, greens, and protein sources like worms or fish meal. Farmers make money not only from their eggs, but also from their meat, which sells well at local markets. Some farmers even open their farms for tours, letting visitors collect fresh eggs, turning chickens into both food producers and tourist attractions. From England comes the elegant Sussex, a breed known for both meat and eggs. With their white feathers speckled in black, they look beautiful while staying hardy enough to survive rough weather. That toughness makes them popular for family farms. And here's the twist. Selling purebred Sussex lines to backyard chicken enthusiasts can bring in big profits. People love raising them at home, and hobbyists pay premium prices for healthy, purebred stock. Now, if speed is the game, then Cornish Cross takes the title. This breed dominates the world's meat industry. They reach 2 to 3 kilograms in just 6 to 8 weeks, making them the bird of choice for fried chicken chains and roasted chicken outlets. Large farms raise tens of thousands every month, but even small organic farmers cash in by selling Cornish Cross under free range or clean farm labels, often at double the normal price. It's a prime example of how branding and farming come together to boost profits. Moving on to the Rhode Island Red, one of the most reliable dual-purpose breeds. These chickens are tough, low cost to raise, and thrive in many climates. Farmers love them because they deliver both steady egg production and quality meat. Many small farms use Rhode Island Reds to supply local shops and restaurants, creating a dependable year-round income. Then we have the Orpington, big, plump birds known for their juicy, tender meat. They become especially valuable during holiday seasons when families want whole roasted chickens. Demand can spike so much that farmers earn a nice bonus just by timing their sales around those festive months. But let's step into the world of the exotics, where chickens become luxury assets. The Iamsemini, sometimes called the Black Diamond, is unlike anything else. From feathers to skin to bones, everything about this bird is black. Originating in Indonesia, they're surrounded by myths and fetch prices in the thousands per pair. Farmers who raise them must keep their coops spotless, provide premium diets, and handle them with care. Their meat is even believed to have health benefits. Selling just a few dozen Iamsemini can generate hundreds of thousands of dollars annually, mainly from chick sales and specialty exports. Next is the Silkie, a small chicken from China with fluffy feathers that feel more like fur. They're delicate and need extra care, but their value makes it worth the effort. Silkies are used in traditional medicine and gourmet cooking, often selling for 3 to 4 times the price of a regular chicken. High-end restaurants and herbal shops snap them up as quickly as they're available. If you prefer size and presence, meet the Brahma, the giant of the chicken world. These birds can grow up to 6 to 8 kilograms, making them perfect for family roasts or large curries. Because of their weight, they need bigger coops and more space, but the payoff is huge. Rare color varieties often sell at poultry shows for impressive prices. In Japan, you'll find the Shamo, a muscular breed once used for cockfighting. Today, it's prized in premium restaurants for yakitori skewers. Shamo require open pens to build strength, and restaurant-quality birds sell at far higher prices than ordinary chickens. On the other extreme is the Sarama, the world's tiniest chicken, weighing less than half a kilogram. More ornamental than farm-focused, they're sold as pets, while their miniature eggs appear in luxury dining. Collectors pay top dollar for quality pairs, proving even the smallest chickens can bring mighty profits. So which breed amazed you the most? Was it the tiny Sarama, the record-breaking Australorp, or the mysterious Iam Semini? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of chickens as luxury assets and business machines, hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories about farming and profit. And don't miss the next video, where we'll uncover even more surprising ways ordinary animals are shaping extraordinary businesses. They say a farm day starts with a rooster. Not here. Here, dawn opens like a curtain, and a living jewel steps into the light. A tail lifts, hundreds of eyes glow, and a fan of blue and green turns a quiet yard into a stage. People see beauty, farmers see a business. One bird can pay a month of feed. One pair can pay a season of bills. A rare pair can change a year. Today, I will take you inside a peafowl farm, where color meets cash flow. We will meet the birds, learn how they live, see how a small yard can grow into a real venture, and count the money that keeps the gates open. Stay with me, because by the end, you will know the simple plan that takes a single bird and turns it into steady income, without losing the magic that makes this animal special. Welcome back to the channel. Let's walk in. The gate clicks and the first sound we hear is not a song but a call, sharp and clear. These birds like height and open air, so the enclosures rise above our heads, about 3 meters tall, with strong mesh and firm posts. Branches cross the pen like bridges. A few trees throw soft shade. The ground is dry, with patches of grass and smooth soil. It looks like a garden and a stage at once, and that is the point. Peafowl need space to move, places to perch, and safe corners where they can nest. Give them that, and they stay calm, they show their best colors, and they grow well. Our host, the farmer, learned this the slow way. In year 1, the fence stood at 2 meters, and the birds tried to jump. In year 2, the posts rose higher, and the mood of the flock changed at once. High perches make a peafowl feel safe. A good pen has height, cover, dry ground, and clean water. It does not need to be fancy. It needs to be right. There are 3 kinds of birds here. A royal blue male with a shining neck and a crown of feathers. A few hens with soft brown coats that blend with the earth. In a nearby pen, taller birds with longer legs, the Spalding line, a cross between Indian and Javan types, move with an easy stride. And then behind a second gate, a pair that turns heads, white birds that glow like snow under morning light. People call them albino, but they are not. They are a color mutation with dark eyes and a bright dress. They cost more, so they need more care, more records, more proof of where they came from. Beauty draws buyers. Paperwork seals the deal. The farmer runs a simple rule for breeders: healthy birds only. Clear eyes, straight toes, no big beak, no odd swellings, smooth feathers. Any sign of harm or defect, and the bird rests out of the breeding group. This is not heartless. It protects the line. Strong parents lead to strong chicks, and strong chicks lead to fewer losses and better sales. Food comes next. A worker rolls a cart, and you can hear the soft drum of grain in a steel bowl. The diet sounds simple because it is. Rice, corn, millet, and beans for energy, chopped greens like cabbage and carrot for fresh fiber and color, and a dish of small protein bits, fish meal or a good pellet, to lift growth and keep feathers bright. Insects add joy and protein. Crickets jump in a tray like popcorn. An adult bird eats around 200 to 300 grams of feed in a day. That is easy to plan. What changes with the season is protein. When the weather turns warm and the males start to dance, the feed gets a boost. More protein means better fertility, stronger shells, and better hatch rates. We follow the line of pins and reach the show. A male hears our steps and decides this is a good time to boast. The train opens, a round fan of color taller than our guide, and the air starts to hum as the tail shakes. Each eye spot flashes. The bird rattles, turns half a step, rattles again. The hens walk close, heads tilted, weighing what they see. Nature runs a hard test. The best color, the longest train, the strongest shake win the favor of the hens. One male can cover many hens in a season, so the farm keeps the ratio around 1 male to 5 or 6 females. Too many males and they fight. Too few and you lose time and eggs. Breeding season shifts with climate, but here it runs like a school term. Late winter to late summer. The farm keeps nest spots soft and hidden. A patch of dry grass here, a low corner of leaves there. Peahens want safety. They pick a spot, sit low, and lay a clutch that can reach big numbers with good care. Under average care, a hen may lay 20 to 30 eggs across the season. With top care and careful egg pickup, some hens push even higher. The farm has learned a trick. Let the hen start a nest to trigger her cycle, then move fresh eggs to the incubator on a set schedule. The hen stays in lay mode, and the machine does the steady heating. We step into the hatch room, and at once the sound changes. The outside farm noises fall away, replaced by a softer rhythm. Tiny peeps rising and falling, the steady whirl of fans, and a gentle warmth that hangs in the air like a blanket. The incubators line both sides of the room, each one glowing with its own neat row of numbers. Temperature holds steady near 37.5 degrees Celsius, humidity stays just above half, and digital timers blink to remind staff when to turn the eggs if the rack does not do it on its own. In this place, nothing is left to chance. Once or twice a week, the lights dim and candling begins. A beam of light passes through the shell, and in that moment you see life unfolding. A dark web of veins, a pulsing core, and the faintest shadow of a chick that shifts inside. Nature on its own may hatch 2 of every 3 eggs, but here, with steady machines and careful hands, hatch rates often rise above 80%. The secret is control. Temperature that never drifts, humidity that never swings, and power backup standing ready near the door. One cut of electricity, even for minutes, can erase weeks of patient work. Then the drawer slides open, and the story we came for looks back at us. A pea chick blinks under the glow of the heat lamp, feathers soft and tinted brown and gold, the color of dry wheat in summer. The legs seem too long for such a small frame, and yet, with a wobble and a pause, it manages to stand. The first day of life is strict and simple. Constant heat, clean water, and a soft crumble feed made for fragile beaks. The brooder floor is set with paper, and a grip mat so toes stay straight and joints grow firm. Every hour, a worker bends low, checking water lines, testing warmth, making sure each chick eats. On a small farm, the routine is everything. Check clean feed record, skip one step, and the price is always paid later. Thank you for walking the farm with me. If this story opened a new idea for you, tell me in the comments which path you would take first. Would you start with a blue pair or hold out for a white pair? Tell me your city, so I can add more local advice in the next video. Tap like so more farmers see this guide. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell so you never miss a new farm build. Share this with one friend who loves these birds. You probably see pigeons every day on rooftops, city squares, maybe begging for crumbs. But what if I told you these birds aren't just flying around? They're feeding millions of people. In China, over 700 million pigeons are raised every year, not as pets but as food. That's nearly 80% of the world's supply. And it's not slowing down. And no, we're not talking about wild birds from the park. These are carefully bred, farm-raised pigeons whose meat is so clean, so protein-rich, that it's now landing on plates at luxury restaurants around the world. So how does a tiny chick grow into a premium meat product sold in high-end markets from Beijing to New York? Today, we're taking you inside the world of modern pigeon farming. From the egg, to the nest, to your dinner plate. To raise pigeons for meat, farmers begin by choosing the right kind of bird. Breeding pairs are picked based on health, how well they reproduce, and even personality. Usually, the male is around 6 to 8 months old, with a broad chest and a confident walk. The female tends to be calmer and smaller. Only fully grown pigeons are used for mating. Pigeons form lifelong bonds, so each male is matched with just one female. If there's an imbalance, say more males than females, it can cause chaos in the group. When it's mating time, the male does his part. He fluffs up, dances, makes soft cooing sounds, and even feeds the female. Mating itself is fast, but it happens many times a day to boost chances of fertilizing the eggs. The environment matters too. Breeding areas are quiet, softly lit, and kept at a steady temperature. This helps the birds stay relaxed and focused on reproduction. Once mating works, the female lays 2 eggs, usually 1 day apart. Pigeons don't lay large batches, but the ones they do are reliable. Most eggs hatch, and the chicks grow at the same pace. Now here's where the process gets clever. As soon as the second egg is laid, farmers swap the real eggs with fake ones. This way, the parents keep sitting on them, but the real eggs are moved to a safe incubator. Each egg is gently cleaned with a dry cloth to remove any dirt, without harming the fragile shell. They go into special machines set to 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit, around 37 degrees Celsius, with 55 to 60% humidity for about 17 to 18 days. Farmers check them regularly using light, called candling, to make sure the baby bird inside is growing well. When the chicks, also called squabs, hatch, they go back to the nest. And here's a cool fact. It's usually the father who does most of the feeding at first. Male pigeons produce a thick, white fluid known as pigeon milk from their crop, a pouch in their throat. This stuff is packed with nutrients and helps build the chick's immune system. The chick raising stage lasts about a month and has 2 main parts. During the first 2 weeks, the chicks live on pigeon milk. This early diet helps them grow fast and stay healthy. Their room stays warm and breezy, but never too drafty, so they don't catch infections. Then comes the second phase. From day 15 to day 30, the chicks start to grow feathers and learn to eat solid food. Farmers give them a special mix of crushed corn, roasted soybeans, protein pellets, and added vitamins. Water is always available through small drinkers. Each day, the feed is adjusted to make sure the birds grow quickly and develop tender, tasty meat. By the time they're 28 to 32 days old, the young pigeons weigh around 500 to 600 grams, perfect for harvesting. At this age, the meat is soft, lean, and full of flavor. This period is often called the golden stage. Wait too long, and the meat gets tougher. Harvest too early, and the flavor isn't quite right. To reduce stress, farmers harvest the birds early in the morning. When it's cool and the pigeons are calm, they catch them gently by hand or with soft nets and place them into ventilated crates. These crates help keep the birds safe and relaxed on the way to the processing center. At the plant, the process is fully automated. Every step, from stunning to cleaning, is done under strict hygiene rules to make sure the meat stays fresh and safe. Each bird is processed in under 30 seconds. First, it's gently stunned. Then it goes through warm water to loosen the feathers. After that, a high-speed machine removes the feathers without damaging the skin. After plucking, The birds are cleaned inside and out. Then, they pass through a cooling tunnel that quickly brings down their body temperature. This prevents bacteria and keeps the meat fresh longer. Some pigeons are seasoned and vacuum packed right away. Others are sealed in trays for restaurants or supermarkets. With the ability to process up to 1,200 birds per hour, these factories meet demand both locally and globally. China exports pigeon meat to places like the US, Europe, and the Middle East, especially for fine dining and traditional medicine. From city parks to gourmet plates, the pigeon's journey is nothing short of surprising. What was once seen as a symbol of peace has now become a powerful player in global agriculture. With fast growth, high nutrition, and efficient farming methods, pigeon meat is winning hearts and stomachs around the world. If you found this story fascinating, give it a like, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. More unique farming stories are on the way. Don't miss out.